Hello everyone, welcome to another Bible journaling video. Today I want to show you how I prepare my pages in real time. I've shared it in other videos, but it's always sped up 5 to 10 times, so it doesn't give a realistic image about page preparation. So today I want to show you in real time how it works. I add a non-stick craft sheet behind my page, and this way I can really go to the edges without sticking my page to another one. This craft sheet also prevents the moisture from bleeding through the other pages, so the other page won't wrinkle when you use a craft knot between it. I'm using a foam brush to prepare my pages and clear gesso from Art Basics. You could also use a plastic card instead of a foam brush, but for some reason I just can't manage to get an even layer with a plastic card, and the foam brush works better for me. You do get a little bit of texture by using a foam brush, but it's not a lot and I don't really mind it. But the plastic card would be even smoother. You can just choose what you prefer. And well, I like the flexibility of a foam brush because it bends a little and you can get a pretty even coverage and you can really see what you've done and where you miss a little spot. So I always start in the middle of my Bible and then I'm working to the outside of the Bible. I can move the wrinkles to the outside of the page a little bit, so it doesn't wrinkle as hard as when I work the other way around. When you add the moisture to the page, it will start to wrinkle immediately, but most of the wrinkles will fade out when it's dry. I always prepare the entire page, because otherwise the moisture will make the wrinkles even more visible, because you will really get a hard edge like you see here, where you add moisture and where you don't. So I prepare the entire page so you don't get that edge. And for the rest of the page is just working until your entire page is covered in clear gesso. I don't add a lot of pressure. I just try to rub it on gently. And I will go to the edges with my brush. And because of the craft sheet, it doesn't matter that it goes a little bit over the edge, because the craft sheet doesn't really stick to the page. You have to be careful when you get the page off the craft sheet, because it doesn't really stick, but you do have to be careful to remove it, because there will always be little edges that get a little bit stuck to the craft sheet. But I've never had any problems by removing the craft sheet behind the page. When I've covered the entire page with clear gesso, I will clean out my foam brush, and then I will remove the craft sheet behind the page to clean the craft sheet. But I will put it underneath the page again when I'm going to start working on it, or if I leave it to dry. Because even when it's drying, the moisture can still seep through to the other pages, so the craft sheet prevents the other pages to get wet. So I'm just adding the craft sheet behind it carefully, and then I'll straighten out the page so everything is straight and I don't have any wrinkles from the way I lay it down. Most of the time I will add something to the edge of the page too, so that it doesn't curl up. And I'm using a larger stamp set most of the time, because the plastic of that stamp set doesn't adhere to the page too. So I will check regularly to see if everything's dry and if nothing sticks to the page. I'll show you a finished page too, so you can see that most of the wrinkles will smooth out when it dries. And this page has been closed about 2 days before I took the picture. So as you see, most of the wrinkles will just fade away in time. I hope I could help you with this video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments or send me an email. Thanks for watching.